Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got a big show lined up for you. Let's get right on into this one. All right, week one monster games. It's about to get real. We're just a few weeks away from the first week of the season, and there are some great ball games lined up for that first week. There are some games that you really can't miss. Now, as we go down through here, we know there's week 0, which there's not a whole lot going on. There's Iowa State versus Kansas State at noon, which is a decent game. Then you get into the following week, Thursday, Boise State versus South Florida. That's a watchable game at 5:30. You got Duke versus Elon Musk. And you do have Nebraska at Cincinnati. That's a totally decent game. Then Friday. Friday gets interesting. This Auburn versus Baylor at 8 p.m. on Fox. That's a game I'll watch. And Georgia Tech at Colorado. Another game that's should be very entertaining. And then Saturday, August 30th comes. And Katie, bar the door. You're getting ready to have some monster games. And I tell you, the more we move towards the 12-team and then probably the following year 16-team playoff, you're going to see more great ball games during the season because teams are going to be less concerned about playing big-time out-of-conference games because there's still a spot for them. Like Ohio State versus Texas at noon is an absolute gigantic monster game. And I don't know that you would have seen a lot of games like that if we were doing 2-team playoff or 4-team. Now, I'm not happy that that game's at noon because that's the same time as my Syracuse versus Tennessee, which is another really good game. You've got 2 10-win teams in Tennessee and Syracuse. Then you've got Ohio State and Texas, all at noon. Noon is not a great time to have a game. So I'm irritated by that because I got to watch both of those. And I'm incredibly interested to watch Arch Manning, see how he does. And then you've got Julian Sayin, former Alabama player. That's the 5-star that Ohio State's got. Ohio State's got a brand new offensive coordinator, brand new defensive coordinator. Chip Kelly ran off to the NFL, and Knowles went to Penn State.
Oh, hell no!
I don't think Ohio State appreciated that. So you know I'm going to watch that. And also, Tennessee versus Syracuse, we got to watch Joey Aguilar, the brand new quarterback that got swapped with Nico Iamaleava. And I'll be talking about Nico here in a minute because he's got a big ball game coming up. But these are absolute must-watch games. And the fact they're both at noon, it's just a conspiracy against me, and I'm getting tired of it.
Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this to me?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting sick of it. But anyway, they're doing it to me. Then you go down to a little bit further, and you got another great ball game coming up at 3:30. That's Alabama at Florida State. And Thomas Castellanos has called out Alabama. You don't have Nick Saban to save you anymore, Alabama.
Like rat poison.
Oh, yeah. And I will tell you this. If there's one thing I like, it's a quarterback that does this. You know, first you got Thomas wearing out Alabama, and then you got Diego Pavia, who is running his jaw ever since he beat Alabama last year. And I've got a tweet for you that is classic. And you folks have been hearing Diego Pavia on Paul Feinbaum's show.
Offense and defensive lead to go really put our foot forward and go win the national championship.
I'm not trying to act like I didn't hear what you said. I did. But you're deadly serious, right?
Yeah, I wasn't cracking the joke. That's the standard.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you...
Oh, yeah. And look what Bear Bryant's burner said. Says, to the rest of the world, as a Bama fan, I am deeply sorry that we gave this clown all this false confidence. Every once in a while, you'll see a tweet out there that just hits perfect. Now, I like this coming from him. I know it's delusional that they're going to win some natty or something. And I guarantee you Alabama can't wait to play them this year. But I got to admit, the guy does deserve to be able to run his mouth a little bit. Now, he's running it too much, but it makes for great entertainment. So this is a game that I cannot wait to watch, is Alabama versus Florida State. And like I say, Thomas is just, he's called them out on such an epic level that, Thomas, you might not have wanted to do that.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
Then down here at 7:30, folks, another huge ball game. LSU at Clemson. This is a monster game for LSU. Clemson can't afford to lose this because their schedule in the ACC, they can kind of run through that. LSU has to win this ball game because they've got a juggernaut of a schedule, and if they lose their out-of-conference game, it's going to be incredibly difficult for them. They will be fighting an uphill battle the whole rest of the year. The last 3 years, they've lost their opening game, and it's put them behind the 8 ball. It's really hard to get into the playoff if you lose your out-of-conference game. So Brian Kelly needs to figure it out. They cannot afford to lose that game, and that's going to be an epic ball game, I think. Clemson's favored by 4.5, by the way. Oh, I didn't check the line on Florida State, Alabama. Alabama's favored by 13. Ohio State's favored by 2.5, and Tennessee's favored by 2 touchdowns. Then we have another monster ball game, and that's going to be Utah at UCLA. Unfortunately, it's 11 o'clock at night. So the 2 games I want to watch the most, or 3, are at noon or 11 p.m. How does that happen? How?
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb, it's brilliant.
No! It's just dumb.
It's a conspiracy against Sports Talk Jay. That's what it is. It's all it can be. Anyway, that's a ball game I can't wait to see. Utah is a really good defense. We got Nico Iamaleava. Let's see how he does out there on his own with all those 3-stars surrounding him. Look, he needed to get into an offense that can help him succeed. Hopefully, this will happen for him, and he'll be able to score some points. Maybe over there the air's a little bit thicker, and he won't overthrow all those wide-open wide receivers for touchdowns. Maybe he'll hit them.
You serious?
All right, then on Sunday, this is going to be a great ball game at 3 o'clock. Virginia Tech at South Carolina. We get to see Lenora Sellers. Virginia Tech, South Carolina's favored by 8. I would think SC will win that game, but it'll be good to see Lenoris in his first game. Then you've got Notre Dame at Miami. That ought to be a great ball game. It's 2.5-point spread. Notre Dame's favored. That could be a really good ball game. Carson Beck, Notre Dame almost won a natty last year. That should be an awesome ball game. And then for dessert on Monday, we get to see Bill Belichick as a college football coach against TCU. And TCU's favored by 3, and it's at North Carolina. That's a game that we can talk about.
Not talking about this.
No?
No.
Sorry, I just thought it'd be nice if people knew we were a couple.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. We're not allowed to talk about that. Dagnabbit, Jordan. Eventually I'll learn. But anyway, folks, this first week coming up is going to be great. I mean, these are some terrific ball games. Some of them are great matches. Texas versus Ohio State. I don't even know where to lean on this one. I really don't. You've got Arch Manning, who I think is going to be terrific, but it's at Ohio State, and it's going to be loud as crap there. Even though it's at noon, believe me, it'll be loud. Ohio State's trying to break in new offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. I don't know. But if it was at Texas, I'd feel comfortable leaning towards Texas. But it's hard to beat a really good team at home. It just is. So should be an epic ball game. That's the ball game of the weekend. For me, obviously, it's Tennessee versus Syracuse. But, God, why is it both got to be at noon?
Randy, you're breaking my balls here. You're breaking my balls, Randy.
Anyway, folks, just a few weeks away, and it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. If you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Let's me know we'll continue to cover all these big college sports stories. If you've not subscribed, boom, boom, boom. Hit that button right there. I'd appreciate it. And right over here is the most recent video YouTube thinks you'll enjoy based on your viewing history. And we'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.
Biggest thing ever happened in Mayberry, real big.